This is the Mind of the Meanie. Here are your hosts, the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard.
Peace, world, and welcome everybody to the Mind of the Meanie, your weekly peek into the world, according to former WWE superstar, ECW original, and co-star of the London Film Critics' Best Picture winner, the wrestler, the Blue Meanie. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge, all contained in the Mind of the Meanie. I'm your tour guide, Adam Barnard, and he is the Blue Meanie. Meanie, what's on your mind?
Oh, man. My internal clock is totally fucked.
Yeah, dog.
Brother.
Yeah.
Man, I know we just had the spring forward bullshit, which I call it bullshit, but I don't mind it because I like that the sun's out till like 7 o'clock now. I got like this, I saw some thing online where like, this is the first sunset at 7 p.m. I'm like, I'm all for it.
Yup.
If we could just leave it at that, that'd be
great.
Cool. I like to fall back, because, I like the extra hour sleep because I could be a little bit of a sloth. But, fucking spring forward. But you know what? My internal clock has kind of been fucked since we came back from England,
Yeah.
Oh, before I get into that, shout out to Del James.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Del James, for coming on last week, promoting his book, Consensual Violence. Got a lot of really good positive response to that episode. We rarely do guests, basically, because Adam and I have goofy schedules.
Yeah.
But it was cool that we were able to make it work, especially he's on the West Coast. But yeah, it was really cool to have Del on, catch up with him, and hopefully we catch up down the line. He's going out on the road and stuff like that. But that was awesome to have Del on last week.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a great episode, man. It was fun to talk to him. Just again, not just about the book, but questions about GNR and some other questions. It was fun, man. It was different for us. I like it. It was a good time.
It was respectful.
Absolutely.
I'm sure he gets like we do.
Yeah.
I'm sure he gets the same 5 questions all the time, and we try to stray away from that and keep things fun and loose. So
I'll tell you a quick story just as far as I interrupt. I was thinking about it. My trainer to the stars, Brad Feinberg, was just here this weekend. We went up to did something with friend of the show, Liam Crowley, in New York City. And it was nice, as a side note on that, it was nice to not be the person getting their ass kicked while they were working out. It was nice to see somebody else doing it. Poor Liam couldn't walk up the hill when he was done. We went and got food afterwards, and he was like waddling up. But I digress. I've been playing 2K26 because I got to do my review, which we should come out tomorrow on TheSportster, cheap plug. And during the showcase mode, you wrestle. You're as CM Punk, and you wrestle JBL. And so it's the first time the kids have really like seen JBL or like know about him, and they're like, "Oh, who's that?" And I'm explaining the character and this, that, and the other. And James, in his his I don't want to say his childlike wonder, was like, "Does Meanie know JBL?" And I went, "Yes, they know each other." And he goes, and Dan, I don't know how he remembered this. Dan's just like a sharpshooter, man. He was like, Dad, that's the man that hit Meanie, isn't it? And I said, "Yes, buddy, that's the guy that hit Meanie." And so now the children, the youths of the Barnard Home for Wayward and Troubled Youth, are no longer fans of JBL. And I had to explain them. And Brad tried to tell Brad the story, but I was like, God, is this what Meanie feels like when he has to tell the story all the time when people ask him?
Every fucking time. So,
I was like, they're fine. John and Meanie are friends. It's like everything's fine. And it's the same thing with AJ Francis, because he wrestled Muscle Man Malcolm 2 years ago at one of the Jobber Slam events, and AJ was healing on Malcolm, and now every time he's on TV, Danny's like, "I fucking hate AJ Francis. I want him to fall over." I was like, they're friends. God, okay, guys, okay.
So like last week, I'm scrolling Twitter, which is a hell scam. But Conrad Thompson, the Podfather, friend of the show, put out a thing for I guess he's going to do a show with JBL,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, you have any questions? And I was like, hey, have you ever seen the Aurora Borealis?
Yes.
It's like, dude, it's like, dude, that's a personal goal of mine. Some dickhead in my feed goes, did you see it when he punched you in the face?
Oh God.
Like, why do I come to Twitter? Why do I come to Twitter? And then just, and it's like the guy follows me. The guy is like, you follow me. So I was, it was one of those rare instances where I hit the block button.
Yeah.
I hate hitting the block button because that becomes a trophy for for the person they screen cap. Oh, look who can't take a joke. And it's like, dude, it's the same fucking joke.
It's also not funny the way you write. Like think about it. Like I always try to imagine it before I say stuff, even when I respond to idiots on Twitter or wherever. I'm always like, would I say it exactly this way to this person if I saw them in person? And if the answer is yes, then I write it because I can be a dick. Like anybody, I can be a prick when I need to be. Like it is what it is. We all have that, right? But I'm certainly not going to like sit here and take shit from people and not respond appropriately. But like, I always try to imagine these people who tweet this stuff.
Yeah.
And like somebody said something, somebody was at me the other day about something. I don't remember what it was. Something political, I'm sure. And they were like, oh, yeah. They were like, oh, well, it's something about I wrote something about Chuck Schumer. I'm not going to go into it here because we don't do that. But I wrote something about Chuck Schumer or posted something. And the guy was like, oh, yeah, well, they're useless. Just something along the lines of that. Right. And I was just like, I don't know why, like, you're barking up the wrong tree here. I don't know why you're coming here for this because I don't agree with you. I have my opinions about those guys. And he was like, oh, well, what did you expect? You think wrestling is real? And I'm like, and I wrote out a bunch of stuff. And finally I was just like, boy, this is fun. This was fun. I said, I hope you find the love you're looking for in life. I just blocked him. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like I have less than zero. That's the one thing I'll write. The classic Chad Ginsburg line. I have less than zero interest in continuing this conversation. You're a smart guy. You appear to be smart. You understand the concept of less than zero, right? That's where I'm at right now. And I guess that's considered to be mean and inflammatory on Twitter. And I guess people don't like that. But that's usually my go-to when somebody really gets me like heated, I'm like, fucking assholes.
I'm a pretty good no seller with shit. Like, and I hate even to acknowledge it on here because if the guy listens to the show goes, yes,
yeah, got him. I fucking got him. Me and JBL are
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I guess the only reason why I still hang on to Twitter is following sports.
Yeah.
Most of my sports guys I follow are on Twitter. If you're watching a game live, it's good to find out shit like instant.
Yeah.
on Twitter. But other than that, it's fucking useless anymore. It used to be like a wonderful place just to go and interact. I miss hashtag wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
You make a hashtag and do like mashups and stuff like that. But
John Oliver just did a great piece on Twitter. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and he was talking about even like, again, not getting into this, but just to accentuate the point. Twitter used to be the place that I would go. Twitter and Reddit were the places I would go to get like breaking news. So like when the Arab Spring happened or when like 2016's election happened or whatever it was, I would go to Twitter and it would literally give me everything was curated. So like if whatever it was, it would start to pop up into your feed. And it was like, oh, I can watch this in real time, right? Oh, okay, Trump won Pennsylvania, Hillary won Ohio, whatever it was. And it was like, you're catching things in real time. Now it's like between the fact that the feed is so fucked up and because there's so many fake people on there, you don't know what, and the AI explosion of fucking disgraceful AI on everything. Like what's real, what's not, like it feels like it's purposefully designed to like kind of fuck with you now, And I'm very much the same way. The only reason I'm still on there is to post my work, my writing and my videos. and to keep up with friends that aren't on other social media sites. And other than that, it's like, why the fuck am I here? I have zero. I have a better time on Threads. Have you been on Threads yet? Because it's fully fucking unhinged and I love it.
Oh, I'm on Threads, but I kind of keep forgetting it's a thing.
Man.
Threads is part of Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's the meta. It's like the meta version of Twitter, but I'll get posts where it's like my favorite one of the posts where like people post something and they're like, oh, I did this and like I put a hockey puck in the dishwasher and let's see. And it's like totally unhinged responses from people underneath. And it's like, why is this on my feed? And then you see the comments. It's like 600 comments of people going crazy about it. It is exceptional, Blue. You should check it out.
You know what just popped up my feed? Like right before I came on, I was staring at the walls in the living room and scrolling through YouTube. Oh no, I was on social media. I forget which platform, but there's a video about putting soy sauce on vanilla ice cream, and the guy said,
"What?"
Yeah. So he said the word on the street is, if you put soy sauce on vanilla ice cream, it makes like a rich caramel flavor. And the guy does it, pours it on there, and he swears by it that it's delicious. I don't know if I'll be trying it anytime soon, but it piqued my interest. Just being a fat guy and all.
Has anybody in the chat here? Also, shout out to the Pod Squad here.
We have a lively chat. Let's
let's shout them out and see. Yeah, we got a Mass Entity, our resident historian. The professor is here. Greetings and salutations. Good morning, sir. Shackleford's here. Hey now. Good morning. Thank you for being here, sir. Good morning to you, and a pleasant Papa Booey to you. Matthew Elvis Presley, welcome to the Mind of the Meanie, where we might not have it all together, but together we have it all. Thank you, sir. Let's hear it for the leader of the Blue Line and our tribal beef. The Blue Meanie, acknowledge him. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Shetty Von Kill is here. Good to see you. Morning, lovelies. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Mass Entity says, hold on a second. Wait. JBL hit Meanie? What? I know. We're going to do a 4-part series on that starting next week. So you'll get the whole episodic everything. Matthew Elvis Presley says, I have to apologize to you, Meanie. This yesterday, for the first time, I took the option of me and Johnny Retro to turn on the BWO, and I attacked the BWO. I am very sorry. And, yes, I would imagine that was a very difficult decision because I would not have done that. But Machete Von Kill says, deleting my Twitter account was the best decision I ever made. I missed some of those interactions, but I don't miss the fuckery. Yes, that is accurate.
Yes.
And then Mass Entity says, Blue Sky is still my go-to for randomness. I post on Twitter because it's still the one where most are. That's also true. I do enjoy Threads, but I tried Mastodon and Hive. Yeah, Meanie and I tried Mastodon a couple years ago, and the functionality was weird and it was really glitchy, and I don't know. I still have Blue Sky too. You can see it in our logos and stuff down here. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm good with 3.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Threads pops up on my Instagram, so sometimes I'll go down a fucking a fucking hole, like a wormhole on fucking Instagram, and something will pique my interest, and I'll go down that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have to hit return like 80 million times to get out of it to go back to Instagram. So, but yeah.
My favorite is on Instagram, and you find a reel that you like, and you're watching it, or you want to see that piques your interest, and then all of a sudden your feed refreshes, and then it's gone forever.
Yeah, well. Thankfully, I learned to hit the save button.
Yes.
Yeah. But now, and then I forget to go back and look through my saved videos, and there's like 8 million saved videos, and it's I got to weed through them just to keep the ones I want to save.
Yeah,
I actually save forever. It's like it's just like my brain is just so random. Like, oh, save, or I'll see a video. I was like, ooh, I'm sure I can't play this one out loud, so I'll save it for later.
Man. Dude,
I'll save it for the bathroom.
Oh my God, there was one that was like, I just shared it on my story. Sir Wilkins and Malcolm will send me sometimes the most deranged, unhinged shit. And it'll be very loud. Like, you get the people, they send you like the video, like my buddy Paul does it to me a lot too. He'll like send me a video of like, it looks like a really beautiful lake, and then somebody hits something and it's like a more like a loud moan, and you're in public and your fucking volume's all the way up. Like, God damn it. God damn it. I did it again.
Instagram roulette, you know?
Yeah, it really is. I'm like, fuck, man, this is ridiculous. But
speaking of roulette, I saw this elevator roulette where you're on the elevator. What's that?
I said I was gonna say elevator roulette. I'm not sure. I'm you have my interest, sir.
So you're on an elevator, right? By yourself, and there's the doors, and you're standing there like this with your two middle fingers up. Whenever the door opens to, that's who you're giving the fucking middle finger to. And there's one, they open up, and it's a little kid.
Oh,
Little kid shot the bird back, which was fucking great. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Elevator roulette.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. So let me let's get back onto our program here, because I know we've been talking. And if you want to delete Twitter, go ahead and do it, because I might be with you pretty soon. I don't fucking know. I hate the fucking site. But let's talk about Foggy London Town, because we didn't have a chance to talk about that. For the love of wrestling, tell me about your trip. How did it go? And what happened while you were out there?
Oh man, it was an awesome time, but still, like, the reason why my internal clock's kind of off for a reason. Usually I'm good going overseas, I'll go over there, I'll stay up all day, and I'll go to sleep, and then when I wake up I'm on their time. But me and Mrs. Meanie made a mistake of taking a little nap. So
yeah.
But and I threw my timing off. But for the love of wrestling, probably one of the best conventions I've been a part of, run by folks at a company called Monopoly. They're great people. Brought me and a crew of guys over, me, Salmon, Kevin Nash, Bill Apter was there. Yeah, so many, cool people.
Bill.
Yeah, got to meet a lot of people for the first time, and it was pretty cool. It was really cool. And going there, like I say, I try to avoid planes at all costs, just because of how unpredictable they are, and how much of a hostage you are, for lack of a better term. You're at the will of the airlines. So me and Mrs. Meanie are flying from Philly to London, and we're going to go to London, Manchester. And we're like sitting on the tarmac for like an hour. And the whole time, the only thing I could keep thinking of is we're going to miss our connection.
Yeah.
So, and we've been lucky with going to Ireland, because with Ireland, it's a direct flight. It's Philly to Dublin, get off, you're good. And but we're sitting there, and we had to go back to the gate, and then they had to fix the thing, which is fine. I'm all for safety, but I'm like, oh man, we're gonna miss the connection. And so we take off, and they assure us, we're gonna reach out to your connections to let them know, and in the hopes that we make our connections. But we land, and the whole process of going through, like, immigration and stuff like that, it's changed a little bit. Like, normally you would get off a plane in the country, and you go in line and wait in the window, go up to the window, and like, why are you here? How long are you here for? Where are you staying? This kind. But now it's like, before you go, you fill out this thing called an ETA, which is like a visa kind of thing, and you fill that out. It's good for a couple of years. Now you just go through security again, and you're in. So, but before that, we landed. We realized we missed our connection. We run to the desk. Before we ran to the desk, we had to take a shuttle bus, which was fun. Which I don't know why shuttle buses are still a thing in between terminals, but we had to take a shuttle bus. Then we got to the gate, and then there was the lady at the gate was like, well, when we missed our connection, they auto booked us for a flight at 6 p.m. that night. Meanwhile, we're supposed to be on an 11 a.m. flight. Now we're supposed, we go from being on an 11 a.m. flight to a 6 p.m. flight. I was like, So we get to the desk, and the lady's like, "Ooh, there's a flight leaving in like half hour, 45 minutes. I might be able to get you on it." It's like,
Oh man.
"Ma'am, please. We don't even have to sit together. We just as long as we're
Just
on the
get us
plane.
on there. Yeah.
Check me in with the bags. I don't give a shit." So she gets us in, gives us our tickets, and we run, and then we get through the line to go through immigration. And it's just like anxiety city.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like anxiety city. And we're stuck behind a couple people who are just like, when I'm in a moment of hurry, nothing gets me a little bit more agitated than a lollygagger.
Oh,
It's like, "Doop-a-doop-a-doo," like, oh, they're standing there and the line's moved 20 feet and they're still in the same spot. It's like, bro, move up, please.
yeah. Just keep
Or
fucking moving, please, because everybody's got to get on the same fucking flight. So can we go, please? Yeah.
I'm not playing leapfrog here. I'm too fat for leapfrog. So we get there and then it's like it splits off.
Yeah.
And we're stuck between two slow families. There's a slow family on the left, slow family on the right. We go to the right and it's not moving. And it's not moving. And my internal clock is like, oh, we're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
The oh shit set in. Yeah.
So I kind of did that thing where you put your leg, you go, to the left. I go, ooh, don't mind if I come over here to the left.
Yep.
Go through. I was in such a hurry, like, okay, all right, my pockets are empty. All right, I got my belt off. All right. And then like I go through, I forgot I had my wallet. So I had to put like my wallet on a separate tray all by itself. And
Oh man.
my whole mind's going, don't forget your wallet. Don't forget your wallet. So I go through, do the thing, and they want to check my shoes and this, that, and the other thing, and get my stuff. And we're cutting it so close that like we're running, and I didn't even I shoved stuff in my pockets. Don't even put my belt on. We're hauling ass to this gate, and in one hand I'm holding up my pants, the other hand I'm holding my jacket, and it's like we're trying to do the OJ through the airport terminal. So we get to the gate, and the lady's like lecturing us. I was like,
Oh, jeez.
about being, I was like, ma'am, we're here because you got me delayed out of Philly. So
Yeah. I hope you said that shit. I've been like, yo, this isn't my fucking fault.
This is Meanie kind of said something. It's like,
Yeah.
The lady at the gate, the check-in desk said we could make this flight.
Yeah.
Talk to her.
Right.
So we get on the plane. I'm sweaty, befuddled, and I get on the plane, and there's Bill Apter. And he's like, I was like, not now, Bill. I just barged by him, and apparently Earl Hebner was on our flight too, and I didn't even see him because I was just so, oh my God, we made the flight kind of thing.
Yeah.
I sit down next to these two guys who I don't even think spoke English, but I was like, oh, so sorry. So we get there, we're on the plane, and we take off. That plane doesn't take off for another like 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Because there's other people coming from other flights. Now the bitch, like England to Manchester to travel like by car is like maybe 4 hours, but it's like a 45-minute flight. So
yeah,
you would figure, London to Manchester would be like a regular thing.
it'd be like a train to Philly, from Philly to New York. Yeah, it would just be regular all the time. Yeah.
Over in Europe, it's like flights are so common, they're like so cheap. You can, for $50 you can hop on a plane to Amsterdam for the day or something like that.
Right.
So we get there, and we get our bags and run into Bill C. Hebner, and go to the hotel, check in, and there's a whole bunch of other stories I could get into, but this would be a 4-hour show. But no, it was awesome. We have a buddy over there, Tom Finkill, who is a DJ. He's the podcast host with Adam Bomb.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I thought I recognized his name for a second there. I knew him somewhere.
Great guy. Comes by the hotel, picks me and Mrs. Meanie up. Now, I also have a friend in Manchester named Gabby. I know Gabby almost 25 years now, if not more. And we all get together in downtown Manchester, walk around, get something to eat, go to there's a really cool nightclub there called Cloud 23, which is like almost like an invite only kind of spot.
Mhm.
But Tom being a DJ, he knows like pretty much everybody in the city. And we went up there for a couple cocktails, had something to eat, went to the hotel. And then the next day it was, the convention. And my goodness, what a well-oiled machine for the love of wrestling is. It's just you know, they send cars over to pick everybody up, take over to the hotel. Your itineraries like on the wall behind you. So like if, from 9 to 1, you're signing autographs, then you go on a lunch break, and then you go do photo ops with a real nice background and nice camera, and they print it out right there, and then go do a Q&A in the ring, and everything's laid out and everything's on the dot. And it was a lot of fun, just getting to mingle with the fans of Manchester.
That's awesome, man.
Well, there's people there from other countries too. Like our friend Bradley came down from Scotland to hang out, and I just met. He's a friend, and a fan, but like just meeting fans from all over and interacting, and it was pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
So
looked like you guys had a great time too. I saw your photos posted and everything else. It looked like a fucking blast.
Oh my God, it was incredible. And what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. But either way, it was cool. Like the hotel we were at, it was really cool. Everybody just hung out at the bar and just, decompressed and shot the shit, and sitting around with guys like Samoa Joe and Sandman, and, some of the TNA guys, and just to hang out and just catch up. And that's why I like doing these conventions. They're like high school reunions.
How was friend of the show Samoa Joe?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. We were talking about him doing the show Twisted Metal.
Cool.
And so we went and started watching Twisted Metal, and it's a fun show to watch. And just hanging out with Joe, shooting the shit, talking about old school stories from like previous trips to England, and just a great time.
Yeah.
Now, while we were over there, Philly was going to get hit with a blizzard, and like blizzard number 2. And that was like looming over our heads, and people are like, "Oh, have a safe trip home." I was like, "If I get home, just." Yeah, it was like maybe Sunday night. We did the second convention, which was awesome. We're sitting around the hotel and we're like, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And sure enough, our flight from London to Philly got canceled. So with that, which means they just redo the whole thing. So shout out to the people from For the Love of Wrestling, because over in the UK, they have this thing called Traveler's Rights, which is pretty cool, where if your flight's, delayed or canceled or rebooked, you get some kind of reimbursement on top of, what you would get back from the airline, or, just some kind of inconvenience fee,
Right.
And if you have to end up staying in a hotel, you're owed reimbursement, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So as soon as they said, I told them, I was like, my flight's canceled. They're like, on it. Got us booked on a flight. We're supposed to leave Monday morning. Got stuck there till, well, air quotes, stuck. If you're going to get stuck somewhere, Manchester's a pretty cool place to get stuck.
Absolutely.
So they, we got rescheduled to leave on Wednesday morning. Now, like Sandman and his sons were there. Tyler and Oliver were there. They were there till Thursday.
Wow.
So, but they rebooked our flights, extended our hotel, and we got to cruise around Manchester for 2 extra days, which is pretty cool.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah. Our friend Bradley from Scotland took us around for a little bit, and then we met up with my friend Gabby,
Mm-hmm.
and we went, did a little bit of shopping on Tuesday. Had a nice little walk around downtown, and went to a couple bars. Shout out to Mulligan's, which is a really nice pub there in Manchester. Reminded me a lot of in Ireland. What's I'm blanking. Oh my god. I watch the video every night. We go to sleep to Earth Cam Dublin. I can't think of it, but it's a really nice pub. Went in there, had a drank Guinness the whole time we were there, and
That's awesome.
yeah, it was amazing. But yeah, then we came home Wednesday, and we came home Wednesday, and we're on the plane. We're like, because you're going with the time change, so if we leave at 11 a.m., we're scheduled to get home around 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. We're like, we'll go home, we'll take a little nap, then we'll go to McCusker's because we like to recap our trip. We like to go to the bar and so we go home, take a little nap, wake up, it's 2 a.m. We're like, well, guess we ain't making the bar. So, it's totally out, but
yeah.
Ever since that trip, it's like Mrs. Meanie calls it, going abroad, like her clock fixer, because normally she's up all night. She'll go to bed like 6 a.m. and then we come back from overseas and she's going to bed at like midnight.
Wow.
It's just like, oh, my body's fixed.
Yeah.
So like I'm finding myself like dragging halfway through the day, taking little naps, and so like I had to take a little nap yesterday, and we went to McCusker's for a little bit. I was like, we'll stay till 1, since the clock is going forward. Meanwhile, we stayed till closing. It goes to 3. The clock goes forward to 3. We got home about 4. Get into bed, wake up. I was like, I'll set my alarm for 9. We're going to do mine and DeMeanie at 9:30. Wake up at 8. I was like, well, I'm up. And it's like I'm like totally productive now. I feel like a normal person in society. Mrs. Meanie had a thing of coffee brewing, at the time, I was like, is this like how normal people live? I don't know.
Yeah, it's it very much this morning after we were up yesterday at fucking I want to say it was 3:30 driving to New York at 4 o'clock. And I'm like, I don't even know how I'm going to get through the day. So I need a good clock adjusting today because it's fucking daylight savings time. And it's even worse. Like I woke up this morning and told Brad, like, I feel like I went to bed on time, but I'm still exhausted. And then I was like, oh, that's right. We lost the hour at 2 o'clock. So I'm just fucking wiped, man. But
yeah, like I was like, there was a moment I was out doing errands and it was late, and like I had caught not intentionally, like I cut off my coffee at like maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So by the time, I'm driving home like a little bit later at night, I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like 20 minutes from home, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm driving from Pittsburgh to Philly,
Yeah.
where I'm going, ho, 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 and, put myself in the leg, just like you're
windows down.
Yep. Four windows down, punch yourself in the leg. You have to stay awake while you're driving.
You're doing the freaking like, shaking your head and shit. How many times I've done that coming back from Pittsburgh to Philly, man, late at night, and it's like, oh no, I'll drive. It's fine because I did. The secret sauce here. I get car sick very easily if I sit anywhere else in the car. Usually, it's worse if I'm in the back seat. So if I can't ride in the passenger seat, pretty much I'm just like, I'll take an Uber or something, or I'll find a car and find another ride. And so I usually drive everywhere, and I'm usually exhausted all the time. And so those nights of Pittsburgh coming back from, when we would drive out there, and it's like, oh, we'll leave at like 4 o'clock. Well, it's winter and it's dark at 4 o'clock.
Oh,
so now it's like, oh God. And it's cold, and the heat's on. You're like,
the heat does you no favors because you want to have the heat on because you're cold, but the heat makes me fucking drowsy.
Yeah, dude.
Before I forget, Mulligan's reminded me of there's a bar in Dublin called Temple Bar,
Oh, okay. All
which
right.
is in the Temple Bar section of Dublin.
Mm,
So I had to
okay.
say that before it disappears into the ether.
That's fine, dude. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you had
Yeah.
fun. And it's funny, man. We got a lot of activity today here in the chat. So I
Yeah.
had a thought maybe there was something I was going to say. What was it? We do it every week. And it's usually something I say before we do it. And I play the video and that thing
something
comes
like
up. What
that,
the hell
yeah.
is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. I have a question for you.
Oh my God.
Are you ready to ask Meanie?
I would love to. It's time to ask me anything. Ask me something.
Don't forget to tweet us your questions using the hashtag AskMeanie, and you may hear them on the program. What you sipping on today, brother?
Like I said, this is gonna be my ride or die for the next couple of weeks because it's the only case I've been buying, and I need to go out to buy more seltzers, and I need to buy toilet paper. But
Oh boy, oh boy, you towels. Hey, Mrs. Minnie, I'm sorry. It's a little bit of a skid mark on the hand towels. I'm sorry. I had to make dough.
It's gonna be a shower after dump kind of.
It's the pandemic all over again. I'm sorry.
But I am sipping on the Polar Black Cherry.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, black cherry, bang,
Ooh,
bang,
bling, bling.
black cherry, bang, bang.
I have the cheap shit from Aldi. I made sure to save one for the week. It's the pink grapefruit, my favorite. It's the beverage of choice here.
Does it make you twitch?
It doesn't. No, that's the Baja Blast. That will do that. And by the way, Baja be thy blast to you. The Lord's beverage is actually cooling in the refrigerator right now. So let's get it cracking here. Hope you're sipping on something fun. Looks like we got some friends in the group here sipping or smoking some left-handed cigarettes too. So we
jazz cabbage.
Jazz cabbage today. Hope you're enjoying your cabbage. All right, we're gonna crack these here. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Drink it down. It always goes down smooth. Cheers, beers, pinkies up. Oh yeah. Good stuff.
While I was over in England, I've been to England a million times, and Ireland a million times, and there's this thing I just heard about. Like I heard about it when I went to England, and now I come back to the States, and all the people are talking about it. If you're drinking Guinness, and you're drinking out of a Guinness glass that has the word Guinness across it, there's a challenge where you sip it, and it's called splitting the G. So when you sip it and you put it down, and if the beer line is splitting the G in the word Guinness,
yeah,
it's like you won something. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm like over there. They're like, "Oh, did you split the G?" I was like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?"
Is that a cuss word that I don't know about? Yeah.
But like they taught me about it, so okay, I get it. I'm like trying to split the G. And I come back over here in the States. I was like, "Oh man, the Guinness is over there, so good." And somebody's like, "Did you split the G?" I was like, "What is with the fucking splitting of the fucking G?" I never heard this before in my 52 fucking years on this planet. Now everything's splitting the fucking G.
Oh my God. No. Yeah. Should that be the name of the episode? Splitting the G?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget.
Another thing I learned, but I haven't tried yet. Get a pint of Guinness and put a shot of Screwball peanut butter whiskey in it.
I'm sitting here. I just got a message from friend of the show, Heather Riley, who listens to the show every week. She just wrote, I swear to God, split the G. Me and my brother do this. I don't know what this means.
I've never heard of it until
someone will have to teach me how to do this.
It's like I went into another time loop.
I mean, I don't drink, but like if I could split the G, if like in a cup, like is there a metric we can do this? Yeah, we figure it out. That's fine.
Yeah, do it with soda just to see if you can split.
Do some of this. Yeah, we could try it. We could also sure go for a Baby Ruth because I'm hungry.
Baby Ruth.
All right, let's see what we got here. What's going on the show here?
Baby Ruth.
Let's see. What do we got? I'm just trying to figure out what to start with because there's a lot of questions. Oh, here we go. Let's start with Mass Sanity here. How great is it that Demolition is finally going into the WWE Hall of Fame? And also, love that Danhausen.
Dude, congratulations to Demolition on finally getting in. A lot of people go, "Well, what took so long?" Well, it's because Bill Eadie, Demolition Axe, owns Demolition, and him and Vince had a falling out over the trademark.
Right. And the hair too. Yeah, there was the hair at 89. Yeah.
Well, that's when he realized, he's like, I knew it was my last show, so I didn't bother putting the hair gel in. But yeah, congratulations. Long overdue. Talk about two guys who had great careers with different gimmicks,
Yeah.
Bill Eadie could go in as Axe. He could go in as Mass Superstar. Barry Darso could go in as Smash. He could go in as Crusher Khrushchev.
Yep.
They had, or Reaper Man, but love it. And yeah, I love that Danhausen. Now, I have a theory. Because Danhausen debuted at Elimination Chamber. He came out of the crate, came out of the box. And
very nice, very evil.
Yes. And the reaction was not, he got booed. He got booed coming out of the box. And my theory is that people were expecting Chris Jericho to come out of the crate. And
yes.
Because even though Chris Jericho's legally still under contract to AEW, people are assuming Jericho, because hasn't been on TV and AEW TV in a while, people are like, okay, he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. It wasn't in the Royal Rumble. Then they start showing the crate and they go, okay, he's coming out of the crate at Elimination Chamber. And when people didn't get Chris Jericho and they saw Danhausen, Danhausen was a victim of false expectations.
Yes.
But now that, he's been on Raw and SmackDown and people are finally learning what Danhausen is about, he's starting to get more favorable reactions, which is awesome.
One thing I do love, and I had, actually, it's funny, I had somebody, I can't remember if it was somebody in the Pod Squad or somewhere else. We refer to friend of the show, Dwayne, as Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
And Danhausen posted about Rock the Dwayne Johnson. And I don't know if we started that or if he started that, but if we started that and you borrowed it, you're welcome. So thank you. We appreciate you. But the great minds think alike. And I popped really hard when I saw that. I was like, oh, that's great. And I was like, wait, does Danhausen listen to the show? Like, that'd be kind of dope,
Yeah.
So Danhausen, we would love to have you on anytime you want to come by. You can definitely come out of a box and we'll have teeth for you. Actually, I'm supposed to have a pocket dog. So make sure your pockets are filled with hot dogs. But
when it comes to Danhausen, I'm a Fanhausen.
That is true. I am a big Fanhausen. No, I thought it was, I knew people probably weren't going to get the joke or whatever, like when he first came out. I had no preconception that it was going to be Jericho. I was like, there's no way Jericho's coming out at the fucking Elimination Chamber. If he is coming out, it's either going to be the Rumble or it's going to be Mania,
Chris Jericho is the king of surprises.
Right.
How many surprises has Jericho done where you go, oh, he's the master of getting pops and being the mystery guy and all that. So it wasn't far-fetched to believe, oh, this could be Jericho, because he's been so far, and that's a testament to Jericho, for his, creativity. But, and then, AEW came out, or Tony Khan came out and said, he's still under contract. His, contract's frozen right now. So, when he comes back, he'll pick up where they left off. But, love Danhausen.
Yeah.
And love Demolition. Those guys are so cool. They're so nice to me.
Very, very excited to see both of those things follow through this year. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with him and the Miz too, with Danhausen and the Miz, because that looked pretty funny from this past week. So
it's gonna be great.
Good shit, man. More Hall of Fame.
I want to see Danhausen and Mr. Iguana.
Just everyone shut up and take my money right now.
Take my whole wallet.
Just everything. But we don't. I was hoping, we don't leave it in TSA or in the you got it. You grabbed everything out of the trays and stuff like that over TSA.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was such a hot mess. I almost took a header down the fucking.
Oh man!
Down a flight of like an escalator. It's like we're going down the escalator because that's what you do in England.
They probably call it something weird like Fiddler's Whiskers or something like that.
It looked like Fred Norris getting off the bus in private parts. Everything like You know.
Matt from Dover's got a Hall of Fame question here too. Well, sort of. He says, I know that AJ Styles is going into the WWE Hall of Fame, but do you think he's really done, or do you think he'll actually go to AEW?
Yeah, he's done. From what I heard this, before they announced it, when he did the thing, and I got friends there, and they're like, yeah, he wanted to announce a retirement earlier, but John was doing his farewell tour, so
right.
You can't have side by side retirement tours, So once John's career was wrapped up and they put a bow on it, then it was time for AJ to put a bow on his career. I mean, I knew it was over when they had a farewell ceremony over in Japan. He's like, "This is gonna be my last time here."
Yep.
And then they had a farewell. Now they wouldn't do that if he was going to another company that could possibly run in Japan. So he's like, "This is my last time in Japan as a wrestler." So he's done. It's just lingering injuries, and nagging injuries, and he's going to do stuff. He just re-signed a contract where he's going to be working behind the scenes. So
it's Mass Entity says here too, and this kind of ties into what we're talking about. It's like WWE has not delivered on Chris Jericho 3 times this year: Raw, Royal Rumble, and Elimination Chamber. Can you imagine them not having an AEW contracted guy show up? But it's the same thing as I can't believe AJ Styles didn't show up in AEW, and it's like he's not going to. It's not gonna. It's fan expectation. It's like, oh well, we want this. It's like, okay, well, AJ Styles can probably barely get up and down out of the car. Like if that's why he's retiring. He also made it clear during his speech. He was like, he missed so much stuff with his family and his kids. And now he's going to actually get to do that. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, please just be normal. Just be normal.
Yeah.
That's all we need you to do here. Just fucking be normal about this shit.
I dare you.
We'd be great. We'd love that for Christmas this year. Let's see what else we got going on here. Carlo Carlson, Coke Zero, my favorite drink. He says, hey, Blue and Goob. I'm currently listening to an old Mick Foley interview with Chris Van Vliet. And Mick Foley just shared that Blue and Mick shared a hotel room.
Oh my God.
When Mick won the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
Any fun memories of this slumber party? And for Goober, what are your goals for Foundation Radio?
Mick, the night Mick won the belt from The Rock, when Stone Cold came out and they had the pop heard around the world, which I've been in a few buildings where the building shook. Jericho's debut, Austin come out, they hit Rock with the chair so Mick could pin him.
Yeah, oh man.
But we had been traveling with Mick for a while, me and Al, and somebody had hired a limo for Mick to go from that building, which I think might have been Springfield, Mass. I could be wrong. So me and Al followed the limo, and we went to Kowloon's for Chinese food, and then after that, went back to the hotel, and I go to check in, and the hotel's totally sold out. So I'm sitting in the lobby. I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna sit here till the time to go to the airport, which is like in 6 hours. So Mick walks in, he goes, hey, Meanie, what's going on? I was like, hotel sold out. And he's like, and you can see him doing the math in his head. It's like, if it was over X amount, you can stay in the room. If it was under X amount, I'd be like, well, see you next week, kind of thing, which understandable. But it's like 6 hours. He's like, you want to, come back, hang out in my room till your flight. I was like, oh, thank you. So, he talks about this in his book too, but, we went to his room and, we watched a movie, A Bronx Tale or something.
Nice. Great choice.
We were watching A Bronx Tale, and then I dozed off and woke up and went to the airport. But the best line in Mick's book, which I think it was in Foley, is good. He's like, I'm WWF World Champion. I have the 10 pounds of Chinese food and the Blue Meanie in my bed. Which, yes, we did share a bed, but it was a king size. So
perfect. Yeah. Did you?
We put the border.
Perfect. I figured.
And he also there's a line where he said he was filming something for the Juggalos for ICP, and the Misfits were there, and they had their tour Winnebago,
Mm.
and he went and looked at it. He's like, he couldn't believe like how they fit all those people in the Winnebago. He's like, wow. And I thought, sharing a red roof with the Blue Meanie and listening to them fart all night was bad night, Because another time, me, him, and Al would, room, and they would get the beds. I would get the rollaway cot.
Yeah.
And I'm laying in bed. I was like, I think I could do a one cheek sneak here, right? Yeah. I was like, I'll do a one cheek sneak. You pull your cheeks apart. It goes.
Mm-hmm.
I went. And I just heard Nick go. Oh. It was like two things broke the silence. My fart and Mick's disgust. It's like
just so disappointed.
Yeah, just and hear Mick go.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like when he saw me at first class. Oh no, Meanie. What, Mick? What? Take me with you.
I do? Yeah.
Meanie, no. Oh no, Meanie.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the question. As far as Foundation Radio, man, I wanted to just be like a standalone thing for me. I want to be able to like have it be my own media enterprise, and I'm working on a couple of different things with that, and Culture Popped, which is another media entity I took over, and honestly, just got to find the time, man. I very rarely have. I don't even have time to sleep, let alone put together this media conglomerate I want to. So I'm going to try to figure it out and kind of get that booted. But yeah, I mean, like I said, for now, if you subscribe to the podcast RSS feed, you'll hear all of my interviews from the Sportster. Like I uploaded the Creator Fest stuff. I have an interview coming with Tekla tomorrow. So you can listen to everything I have going on there. It's just where most of my content lives now, if you're listening in audio form. But let's see. We got one last question for you here. Matthew Elvis Presley asked Meanie, who are your top 5 masked wrestlers all time, domestic or foreign?
I guess number 1 would have to be Ray.
Mm-hmm.
If you asked me 20 years ago, it would probably be Mills Mascaris, but Rey Mysterio, Jushin Liger, Psychosis.
Oh, good call.
Psychosis, Pentagon. Was a pretty good mask, and oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. Japanese wrestler from Michinoku Pro. And he was in ECW for a second too. I can't think of his name.
Mass Sanity is. I can hear him furiously Googling right now.
Yeah. He's like the first guy to hold all the light heavyweight titles at the same time. There's a photo of him with the belts. I'm waiting for Mass Sanity to bail me out.
Yeah, he's going to pop in here at some point. I know he will.
Yeah. But to go back over, Mysterio, Liger, Psychosis,
Ultimo Dragon.
I would have to, Ultimo Dragon. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, sir. Thank you for popping in here. We appreciate you. And we appreciate all your questions each and every week. We'll get back to most of these as well next week, too. But, and we want to thank you for joining us here. Hopefully you got enough sleep last night. I know I am going back to bed when I am done with the program here. But Meanie.
No one likes a bragger.
What's that?
No one likes a bragger. Show off.
I was like, oh shit, I interrupted him. I'm sorry. Right, but Meanie.
Oh yeah.
You know what time it is. Where can people keep up to date with all things blue when they're not listening to the program?
If you would like to follow Blue Meanie on all forms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, sometimes Threads, at Blue Meanie BWO, wherever you get your favorite social media ing. If you would like to support the Blue Meanie, go to prowrestlingtees.com/Blue Meanie. If you would like to support Mind of the Meanie, go to prowrestlingtees.com/Mind of the Meanie. MattCatBeardCare.com. Get the Blue Spruce Beard Oil or Bomb. Shout out to Josh Thornton, doing an amazing job out there, taking care of the cats in his neighborhood. Rounds them up, takes them to the vet, pays for it out of his own pocket, and releases them back out into the wild. So if you're a cat lover like myself, go to madcatbeardcare.com. The Ultra Pro Wrestling video game coming to all major consoles. Ultra Pro Wrestling contains not only original characters by the amazing Hal Haney, but many real-world wrestlers, including myself and many others I'm trying not to spoil. Go to ultraprowrestling.com or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. That's ultraprowrestling.com, or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. The figure collection's bone-crushing Wrestler Series 1 variants of the Blue Meanie are available now. All Series 1s can be ordered right now at shop.figurecollections.com. That's shop.figurecollections.com. Type Blue Meanie in the search bar. Get regular Blue Meanie or BWO Blue Meanie. Either way, there is no wrong choice. To have the Blue Meanie on your podcast, go to podstars.net. That's podstrz.net. Register your podcast, book the blue guy, and let's have a conversation over there at podstars.net. Cameo.com/BW. Start that one over. Cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO for birthdays, holidays, and well wishes. Book through the site. Please don't book through the app. The app takes too much of your hard-earned money. The talent doesn't see that cut either. So go to Cameo. Go to Cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO. I just did one before I came on the air. A very special birthday wish. And it's very cool. It's nice to try and make somebody's day a little bit better in weird times that we're going through. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Most importantly, Mr. Barnard, where can we find you, sir?
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads, where I talk most of my shit. At This Is Goober. Yes, you can find me. Or let me try that again, Meanie, because my brain is not working because it's daylight savings time. I'm going to wait for the music to run out because I got to hit the button again, and we're going to give you a fart here. We'll start over. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, where I talk most of my shit. At This Is Goober. Yes, it's my handle. No, I'm not changing it. It's a brand, pal. Thank you. And you can also check out my stuff at Foundation Radio. Now, like I said, Foundation Radio is kind of in a limited pause right now just because of everything I have going on. But you can keep up to date with all the interviews I'm doing for TheSportster, and also now with Give Me Sport. I'll be doing both back-to-back with them. A lot of my content will be on both of the sites. But if you go and subscribe to the RSS feed, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, you can listen to every interview that I have as I drop them. And again, I have AEW Women's Champion Tekla coming tomorrow sometime in the afternoon. And I also have my official WWE 2K26 game review coming out at TheSportster. So go to thesportster.com and follow along everything I have going on there. And I want to thank everybody for the support and all the fun things that happen at the 2K26 Creator Fest. I want to thank the good people at 2K26 Games for assisting me there. If you want to go get looking like this with this nice coif here, go to the 10th Ward Barbershop in downtown Lawrenceville, in the outskirts of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can go and see Kane, Jordan, and the rest of the team. But don't forget to schedule your appointment, because they do walk-ins, but it gets pretty busy. Just go to 10thwardbarbershop.com. ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Pick up a shirt and keep the lights on at the Casa de Meanie and the Barnard Home for Wayward and Troubled Youth. Don't forget to go to Patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. And tiers start at just $10 American, Meanie. You can join us each and every week.
That's shabby.
Beautiful faces record here with you. And if you go and look above Meanie, you see YouTube.com/Jesus Carl. YouTube.com/@Mind of the Meanie. You can hear all of our archive going all the way back to the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2022, and even our first shows together in 2021. You can find them there. So go ahead and go to youtube.com/@Mind of the Meanie. You can find us on all your favorite podcast feeds, and you can find us all on your social media platforms at Mind of the Meanie. We want to thank you all for joining us today and being a part of the program and asking all your wonderful questions. We will see you next week, same bat time, same bat channel, for the Blue Meanie. I am Adam Barnard. Join us again each and every week as we take a trip through the mind of the Meanie. Peace.
Blue World Order.
This episode of Mind of the Meanie is hosted and executively produced by the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard. It was mixed and engineered by Carl Pinnell. Additional narration is provided by the executive voice, Sam Krebs. That's me. Our intro music was performed by the Swamp Candles. Our outro music was performed by Chikara. Additional musical accompaniment is performed by Enrichment. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, or X or whatever, at Mind of the Meanie, and become part of the Pod Squad by going to patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Find our entire show archive at mindofthemeanie.com. This has been a Butts Carlton media production. Butts Carlton, proprietor.
Blue World Order.
That was Blue Meanie's brain out.